Welcome back to Garden Guru. If your patio gets too hot and the space is harder to use because of it, this video is for you. I'm going to break down 5 common patio heat problems and show you how to fix each one at every budget. Let's get into it. A patio can look perfectly fine and still be miserable to sit in. And that usually happens for one of a few different reasons. Maybe it gets too much overhead sun. Maybe the late day side sun is the real problem. Maybe the hardscape is reflecting heat back into the space. Maybe the patio feels too exposed around the edges, or maybe the yard does have shade, just not where people actually sit. I've got a solution for each one of these problems at every budget level. And stick around, one of the biggest patio heat mistakes might surprise you because it actually has nothing to do with overhead shade at all. First up, the obvious one, too much overhead sun. If your patio feels brutally hot in the middle of the day, the most obvious problem may be the real one. There is just too much overhead sun. This is the classic exposed patio problem. There is no direct relief above the place where people actually sit, so the whole space feels bright, hot, and hard to stay in for very long. The patio may look usable, it may have furniture, it may even be nicely arranged. But if there is nothing interrupting that overhead sun, the space often never becomes comfortable. At the start small level, the easiest fix here is usually a patio umbrella or offset umbrella. That sounds obvious, but the real key is not just owning one. It is placing shade where people actually need it. So instead of centering everything around the patio table or where the furniture happens to be now, think about where the strongest sun hits during the part of the day you most want to use the space. Sometimes one well-placed umbrella solves more than people expect. Because the problem is not the whole patio, it is the hottest part of it. At the spend a bit more level, the solution is a shade sail or a more deliberate overhead shade element positioned specifically over the seating zone. This is where the patio starts becoming more functional. Instead of one movable patch of shade, you begin defining a real comfort zone. That is a big difference. A well-positioned overhead shade element does not just block sun, it tells the space where people are supposed to gather. At the transformant level, the best fix is a pergola or integrated overhead structure. This is where shade stops feeling like an add-on and starts feeling like part of the patio itself. Now the patio is not just less sunny, it becomes a real outdoor room. That is what makes this the transformational version of the fix. Problem 2. Late day side sun. A lot of patios are not unbearable because of midday overhead sun, they are unbearable because of late day side sun. This usually happens when the patio gets blasted from the west in the afternoon or evening. And this kind of sun can feel even worse in some ways because it hits lower, brighter, and more directly into where people sit. You can technically have some overhead cover and still have a patio that feels miserable at the end of the day. That is what makes this problem a little less obvious. At the start small level solution, the easiest first move here is tall containers, movable screens, or even shifting seating away from the most exposed side of the patio. This is where side protection matters more than overhead protection. If one edge of the patio is taking the full hit from late day sun, even a small amount of screening can make a noticeable difference. A couple of taller planters in the right place can help more than people expect. Not because they fully solve the problem, but because they start interrupting the harshest exposure. At the spend a bit more solution level is a vertical screen, trellis panel, or planted support structure on the hot side of the patio. This is where the fix starts becoming more intentional. Now you are not just creating a little interruption, you are giving the patio a defined side that filters light and softens the late day blast. And that matters because patios often feel better when the sun is not just blocked, but filtered. At the Transform It budget level, the fix is a built side structure or a layered edge that is designed specifically around the west exposure. That could mean a stronger screen wall, integrated trellis and planting, layered shrubs and small trees, or a side of the patio intentionally designed to filter low-angle sun. At that point, the patio stops feeling exposed from that direction entirely, and the difference in comfort can be huge. Hey guys, I wanted to take a quick break from the video to tell you about the latest free guide I created for you. This one is a small backyard layout guide, and it's completely free at the link below. If that sounds useful to you, be sure to download it. Now, back to the video. Problem 3. Reflected heat. Sometimes the patio is too hot even when there is some shade. That is when reflected heat may be the real problem. This is one of those issues people do not always think about right away. The patio surface may be holding heat. A fence may be reflecting it. A nearby wall may be bouncing glare and warmth back into the space. Bright hardscape can make everything feel more intense than it should. So even if the patio is not fully exposed from above, the space still feels harsh. That is why some patios stay uncomfortable long after they should have cooled down. At the start small budget level, a good first move here is softening the hottest edges with large containers or planting. This will not completely change the thermal behavior of the space overnight, but it can interrupt some of the hardest reflected surfaces and make the patio feel less severe. This is especially helpful if you have a hot fence line, a bright wall, or a reflective hard edge near the seating area. At the spend a bit more budget level, we have layered planting around the patio perimeter. This is where you start using plants not just as decoration, but as climate moderators for the space. Taller planting, softer edges, and better buffering around hardscape can noticeably reduce how intense the patio feels. And this is also where a small tree or larger screening plant can start doing more than people expect. Because now you are not just adding beauty, you are changing how the patio handles light and heat. At the transform it budget level, the fix is rethinking the patio environment as a whole. That may mean integrating longer-term tree canopy, stronger perimeter planting, better structural shade, and a layout that does not force people to sit in the hottest reflective zone. This is where the patio stops just being a slab in the sun and starts feeling like it belongs to a cooler, softer outdoor setting. That is a very different experience. Problem number 4. No filtered edge protection. A patio can also feel too hot simply because it is too exposed around the edges. This is different from direct overhead sun and different from late-day side sun.
This is when the patio feels harsh, because it is completely open from every direction. There is no softening, no filtering, no sense of shelter, no edge that helps the space feel protected. And when that happens, even a patio with some shade can still feel stark and uncomfortable. Because comfort is not only about blocking the sun overhead, it is also about how supported the patio feels as a place. At the start small budget level, the easiest fix here is grouped containers or taller potted planting around one or two exposed edges. This is one of the simplest ways to make the patio feel less bare. It can soften the visual harshness fast and create a more protected feeling without major construction. The next level is adding more intentional edge planting, a trellis, or a light arbor element so the patio begins to feel supported rather than isolated. This is where filtered edge protection starts doing real work. Now the patio is not just open in every direction, it starts having a little bit of enclosure without feeling boxed in. That is often enough to make the space noticeably more pleasant. At the transform it budget level, the full version is integrating layered edges around the patio with planting, vertical structure, and stronger definition. This is where the patio starts feeling like it belongs to a real outdoor zone rather than just sitting exposed in the yard. And that can change not only how hot it feels, but how inviting it feels too. Problem 5. Shade is in the wrong place. This is one of the smartest patio shade problems to recognize because it surprises people. Sometimes the yard technically has shade, but not where anyone actually sits. There may be a cooler part of the backyard. A tree may already cast shade somewhere else. One corner may feel pleasant. But the patio seating zone is still in the hottest part of the yard. That means the issue is not always, I need more shade. Sometimes it is, I need shade where the patio actually gets used. That is a very different problem. For the start small budget level, the easiest first move is to relocate part of the seating to where relief is already possible. That may sound obvious, but it is often overlooked.
people get attached to one patio layout and keep trying to force comfort into the wrong location. Sometimes the smartest first fix is not fighting the hottest zone, it is creating one smaller, usable zone where the conditions are already better. The next budget level, spend a bit more, is reworking the layout so shade and use are aligned. That could mean moving the main seating area, repositioning dining, building shade around the actual gathering spot, or shifting how the patio functions so people are not trapped in the hottest part of it. This is where design starts working for comfort instead of against it. Finally, at the Transform It budget level, the full version is redesigning the patio layout around use and comfort first. That means the most important seating area ends up where shade can actually succeed, whether that comes from structure, planting, tree canopy, or a combination of all three. This is often the biggest "oh wow" fix in the whole topic, because the problem was never just lack of shade. It was that the patio was organized around the wrong place. So if your patio feels too hot, here is the first thing to figure out. What kind of hot is it? Is it too much overhead sun? Late day side sun? Reflected heat? Too much exposure around the edges? Or is the shade simply in the wrong place? Once you know that, the solutions get much easier to sort through, because then you can decide whether you need a small relief move, a more functional shade solution, or a more complete patio transformation. That is the real value of diagnosing the problem first. Not every hot patio needs the same fix. And here is a simple way to check what level of solution your patio may need. Ask yourself these three questions. 1. Is the heat coming mostly from above, from the side, or from the surrounding surfaces? 2. Do I need shade in the same place I already sit, or do I need to rethink where the seating belongs? 3. Am I trying to make the patio tolerable, more usable, or completely comfortable? That is the check. Because once you know what kind of hot patio problem you actually have, it becomes much easier to choose the right level of fix for your budget.
Well, there you have it. I hope this helped you feel more confident about why your patio is too hot and how to fix it at every budget. Don't forget to download my free small backyard layout guide at the link below. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep getting your hands dirty. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to Garden Guru, and I'll see you in the next one.